I'm going to read you a bit of my book Wilde. Now, Wilde is my main character, and she's gone to stay in a place called Witch Point, and she is going in search of a waterfall that she's heard about. There's a very, very hot summer, there's a heat wave, and she really wants to cool down. So I'm going to read you a bit and then give you an activity based on that reading. Here we go. The bracken crackles and something snickers through it. I put my hand over my eyes to shade them from the bellowing sun. The grass is tinder and there have been lots of wildfires in the hillsides because of the heat. I'm nervous the whole undergrowth will start smoking and catch. The water in my forever bottle is warm and plasticky. I'm going to get a bamboo bottle soon. But the water will still be warm, but woody warm has to be better than this hot, sick taste. A heron breaks the distant sky. I could be walking through the Jurassic period. Where there's a heron, there's water. The ground falls away steeply and I hear something which makes my heart sing. The sound of water. There are steep steps cut out of the earth held by wood and iron bolts. I start down. The water zings through the trees in blinking lights, spangling their leaves in sequins. There's a resting place with a sign about the local wildlife and a mention of a legend. There's an illustration of a comical hag with a green face, pointed boots and boils on her nose. Emerald and chattering, the water welcomes me. I slide my bag off gratefully, stretching out and admiring its rippling jade beauty. So this is it, the falls of snow. It glitters a greeting. It's meant to be extremely dangerous in the winter because of ice and the extreme rainfall in Wales. Now, in a drought, it's impossible to see anything but beauty. There's no one else here. I test the water with my fingers, cold to the point of burning. So cold, I have to take my hands straight out and shake them. So deliciously cold, I have to put them straight back in. I have my swimsuit on underneath my shorts. It's a bit small because it's from last year, but it'll do if I can get up the courage to go in. Checking again to make sure there's no one around, I strip down to my swimmers and negotiate the rocks in bare feet. It's so good to get my shoes off. I sit on a large rock and wriggle my toes into the water first. My feet have welts on them from wearing daps with no socks, and the water soothes the blisters. My ankles pulse the cold. Looking up, the water fizzes and pours over the mouth of the waterfall. Droplets catch the sun and become rainbows. The pool it has created in the rocks is mythical. I can see why people make up stories about it. This green cauldron drummed into the earth. I lower my ankles further into the shallow parts so I'm up to my shins. My feet look deathly blue beneath the khaki walls of water. I paddle out over the slippery rocks to where the river deepens. The current isn't strong because of the lack of rain, but I'm going to be cautious anyway. It can be very dangerous to go straight into cold water on a hot day. I wade further towards the bowl at the base of the cliff. I push my body forward into the pool, breaking the water with my hands, and swim out to the centre, gasping for breath, feeling my heart race, treading fast to keep warm. I hold my nose and duck beneath the surface to see if I can open my eyes. I can't. I want to be part of that watery world, to lose myself in this beautiful jewel. I come up for air, the water's song trilling in my ears. Startling reality snaps back in. Birds, heat, the roar of the fall as it snows against the cliff. I'll give it one more shot. Holding my nose and bracing myself, I duck again and let my body float. I open my eyes, close them, in panic, open them again. I can't see. I can see! The world is bouncing and vibrant, green and murky, yellow lightning flashes, dusty and powder blue. I push downwards, teal, the deep green of a rock pool, the lime slivering weeds. So that's Wilde's experience of going for a walk, and that's exactly what I'm going to ask you to do. Go for a nature walk. Take a notebook with you and become a nature detective. Now, what I mean by that is I want you to write down as many small details as you can find. Think about what you can hear, see, smell, touch and taste. Try and look up, look down, look all around you. Think about colours, think about things that people might not notice, and look out for animals, insects, birds, wherever you go. And try and really see what happens to your body as you're walking as well. Does it do anything to your breath? Does it do anything to the way that you're moving? Does your skin feel strange in the air? Does it feel different in certain places? And I'm going to ask you to do something that we don't do very often, and that is to do this silently. So you can go with a friend for your walk, but don't speak to each other. Make sure that you're concentrating on your walk and on everything that's around us, because very often we're too distracted by either chatting or looking at our phones or doing something completely different, but not noticing. This is a noticing walk. So you're a noticing detective, going for a nature walk and making as many detailed notes as you can about that walk. And once you've got those details and all of those notes written down and you get them home, spread them out on the table, have a look at them and see if you can come up with a story based around that walk. Good luck with that. I hope you have fun. Bye.